Big fan. My kids are huge fans.
Thank you
Absolutely
so much.
love you.
Thank you.
Would love to know what you're most looking forward to from this film.
Oh my God, the music! I'm so excited. This is my favorite kind of music, so I'm really excited. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm looking forward to most.
And then, what record do you think every collector needs to have in their collection?
Oh, probably one of what I listen to a lot is Bob Marley's greatest hits. So definitely that, 100%. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Of course, yeah.
Appreciate it. Zombies 3 was so good.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hello.
How are you?
Thanks for stopping today to
No
chat. So what are you most excited about to see in this movie? Why are you here tonight?
Okay, I really want to see where the birth of like soul music comes from, and then that really prominent era of like rock and roll. You know, a lot of the music I listen to today, I still hear all of those elements. Whether I listen to a Currency record or Wiz Khalifa, they always tap into some old vinyl records from the 70s or something. And they introduced me to a lot of music that I had never known before. So to figure out like what the roots are, I'm really excited for that.
And you get to see Wiz like taking on another role.
Absolutely. Hey, and he's playing George Clinton. You better bring it.
I know. It's a tough, even for him, that's some big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So do you collect records at all, or do you have vinyl?
I don't, but you know what? My father has quite a collection, and I haven't had a chance to go through it just yet. So when I get back home to Michigan, I think I'm gonna do that. I know there is some collectibles in there.
I was gonna say, do you think there are any Casablanca records in there?
I'm almost for sure.
There has to be, right?
Gotta be.
I mean, they're pretty iconic.
Yeah, I don't see that not being a thing.
And then what's up for you? I know you got a season 2 coming out, so can you talk about that?
Yeah, so late season 2 is coming out this June. There's no official date for it just yet. My role has been expanded quite a bit. I really had the chance to flex my muscles on there, and was going through a lot while we were shooting and had to fight through it, and I'm just really happy to see the finished product. I did have to do some voiceover work the other day, so I got to see a couple scenes.
Oh.
It's gonna be official.
Awesome, yeah. Love it. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat today.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great. So, what are you excited about for tonight? What is it like with something
Popcorn?
so
They have popcorn? I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm hungry. No. I'm excited for this story to get told. I'm excited for this movie to finally come out. It's something our family's been working on for a long time. My brother Tim, who wrote and directed it, it's been a passion project for him, and my brother Brad, who's a producer on the movie, and myself, who helmed all the music in the movie. It's something that's been really important for all of us to work together on as a family, and I'm just, honestly, it's kind of emotional. It's surreal.
Sure, yeah, I'm sure it is. What are the challenges when you work on something that's like so close to you? How hard is it to like make sure everything you want to be in there gets in there? If you have to cut things, how hard is that?
Well, first, I think you have to let that go, right? I think the first thing is you kind of have to just go with what tells the best story. How do you convey it? There's so many stories that we couldn't tell in the movie that didn't make the movie, artists that didn't make the movie. There was just so much that my dad did that you couldn't possibly tell it all in a scripted film. Maybe in a documentary, but not in a scripted film. So we had to make some hard decisions, but I think we told some of the best. So
yeah, well, I've got to tell you, I saw it earlier today,
yes,
and I cried at the end.
Oh,
so even though I knew like what was coming.
I've seen it at least 50 times, and I cry every time.
Okay, so it's not just me.
It doesn't go away.
It doesn't go away. Great, good to know.
Yeah,
Good to know.
yeah.
I'll just always have tears.
I feel like people leave the theater smiling with tears, and I'm like, I feel like we did our job.
That's exactly what it was, and like dancing and singing.
Yeah.
There were so many times I like just got up and was like, well, I'm gonna dance while I'm watching this.
Yeah, I love it.
It's great. So I know this is probably a hard question, but I'm trying to ask everyone tonight.
Okay.
So, what is your favorite Casablanca artist? I know it's probably so hard for you. If you could pick one, I know it's so difficult.
Wow. My favorite Casablanca artist. My favorite Casablanca song is not in the movie.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
Wasn't part of the right story, I guess. I Feel Love.
Yeah, okay.
With a close second being Funky Town, which also is in the movie. Lips Incorporated. My favorite Casablanca artist is probably Donna Summer.
Yeah, that's a good choice. And then
I got to work with her before she passed.
oh, you did,
Which was
that?
also incredibly special.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Was she like incredible?
She literally walked in the booth and started singing the song we wrote together, and I was like, oh, it's Donna Summer. Like when she opened her mouth, started singing, I was like, she sounds like Donna Summer.
Yeah.
You know what? It's Donna Summer.
I love it. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And then final question, what should every vinyl collector, what is one vinyl they need to have in their collection?
Wow. From Casablanca or just in general?
Any of them, but why not?
I like Chocolate City Parliament. We'll go with Casablanca. I'll go Chocolate City Parliament. I think outside of that, I'm kind of a big fan of like some old jazz records like Bob James Touchdown. I don't know, it's like a weird one, right?
Yeah, that's okay. I have a collection, I don't have that one, so maybe I'll have to pick that one up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Awesome, well thank you so much, and
Yeah.
congratulations. I'm excited for people to see this movie.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care.
Hey, so I actually saw the movie today.
Oh, great.
You look nothing like this.
I do not at all. I have much longer hair. I'm a little taller. Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I'm going to recognize him in person. What was it like channeling Gene Simmons?
I mean, it was an honor. Like, it was just nothing like anything I've ever done before, getting to kind of transform in that way and really show off some sides of my acting that I've never gotten to show off before, so that was fun.
Is that kind of what drew you to the role, like just getting to be him, or the movie in general?
Big time. I think the whole movie in general, but like the cast as well. You know, I knew about the cast before I joined, and I'm big fans of all of them. And then also, like, you know, how many times do you get to do this? Like, just be something completely different. You don't get this opportunity often. So, yeah, it was amazing.
So what are you excited for people to see in this movie, besides your incredible performance, of course?
I'm excited for you to see Jeremy Jordan's incredible performance. I'm excited to see, for everyone to see all of the performances. I mean, gosh, Wiz is amazing. Pink Sweats is amazing. Lettucey, oh my God, just amazing artists in this film. It's a cast of heroes for sure.
Absolutely. Now, for vinyl collectors, what is the one album you think they need to own in their collection?
Oh man.
I know it's a hard.
Oh man, someone's gonna attack me for whatever answer I say. Man, I'd probably say Madman Across the Water, Elton John, because I just love Elton John. But
that's fine.
yeah, I think that's fine. I like that one. Yeah,
Good
it's a
one.
good album.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. And then, so don't choose Kiss, but what other Casablanca Records performers your favorite?
Ooh, Bill Withers. I mean, I just love Bill Withers. Anything he sings. Like, Ain't No Sunshine is one of my favorite songs of all time, and Pink Sweats does a great job of singing it in this movie. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for stopping, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
I flew 6,000 miles to persuade people to go and see the film. I'll talk to anyone with a microphone.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, I've got a microphone,
see
so
it.
it's perfect. So when you're doing a movie that, like, was a true story, how does that change how you get into character?
Well, I mean, I'm playing this man who is the writer and director's grandfather, and then the dad of the main character. So there's that, but there's also, you know, it gives you license to play him. And he's standing right there, Tim. He goes, "It's my granddad. Do whatever you like." You put these outrageous clothes on, these outrageous wigs, and you find out that these were larger than life people. I mean, his dad was, you know, it didn't happen by accident. Al was this character who dreamt small, gambled, talked big, but actually acted small. And his son went, "Fuck that. If I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down punching." And dreamt so huge that he created the music we're still dancing to today. And by the way, the apple fell very close to the tree because his son, who wrote and directed this film, did it in the face of crazy adversity. This film just shouldn't be here for 1,000 reasons. And he refused to be knocked down. He just refused to take no for an answer.
I love it. I love it. So what was it like working with them? Like, does that create kind of a, not being nervous, but, you know, like...
You know, I've played real life people before, and it can be intimidating. In fact, I just played Cary Grant for a few months, and his daughter was on the set, and, you know, everyone's a big fan of him. You have to, in the end, you're trying to create a human being, and you have to go, oh, fuck it. I can't, none of that has to sit on my shoulders. I'm playing it. But actually with Tim directing, he was so enthusiastic. His rabid enthusiasm infects everyone on the set. So you feel, you just want to go further and do more and make him laugh or make him scream or something. So yeah, I never felt there was a critical eye anywhere. I felt there was just someone cheering me on.
Awesome. And is that kind of what drew you to the film, like working with them?
It was him. Look, Tim is a chip off the old block. He came to New York where I was doing something else. We sat in a restaurant. I think we closed it. I think the staff begged us to go home. But within 5 minutes of the 4-hour monologue he gave me, I was in because this was a guy you want to follow, like his dad was, and hopefully like his granddad is.
Awesome. So for vinyl collectors, what would you suggest is the one record they have to have?
I have the vinyl of most of these things from when I was a teenager in the 70s.
Really?
They're in the loft. My kid said, wait, you have vinyl? I said, yeah, it's in the loft. I had to buy a record player.
Because vinyl's like coming back now.
Yeah, no, this is the soundtrack that I danced to, that I made out to, various other things. And Neil had it. Neil just knew what people wanted to get down to.
Yeah.
And that stuff doesn't ever age.
All right, and then what would you say to convince people to go see this movie in theaters, because it feels like it is a movie that needs to be seen in the theaters?
So I think it's kind of awful if people try and persuade people to part with their money to go and do something. I don't think it's my job, but no, I respect why you ask it, but I think people should go to the theaters to see films full stop. This one, I love it, I think it's great, I think you'll have a good time, but I think you should go out to see it because you won't be on your phone, you won't go and make a cup of tea or get a drink, you won't stop because you want to go outside, and so you'll have an immersive experience, you'll be told a story. And we all need to be taken out of our daily lives because frankly, daily lives nowadays, pretty tough and getting tougher. So this is a place to go and escape, and you only do that in a big dark room with other people. So go and remind yourself how great cinema is.
And then what are you most excited for people to see in this film?
Oh, I'm excited to see it. I can't stop singing along. I hope that the people who are theatre managers around the country don't stop people singing, because I know that people watching it can't stop singing when they see it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations. Thank you.
Filmmaker Tim Bogart.
Yes, hello. Thank you for stopping and talking with me. I watched the movie this morning, so I've got to say I absolutely loved it. I was like singing and dancing and then crying at the end. Like, why did you make me cry at the end?
Well, there is an ending. I don't want to blow it, but I couldn't avoid it completely.
I knew it was coming, and it was still like, oh man, but it was like a smile cry. You know what I mean?
I always said I wanted people dancing and crying, so look.
That's exactly what it was. I was like dancing around my house while I was watching it. And I hope people do that in the theaters. I think they can. So what are the challenges when working on something that's so personal to you? Like, how do you let go of certain things you can't include, or?
In terms of like looking at a parent with all their flaws, I actually didn't see them as flaws. I thought the flaws my dad had were his superpower heroes, his superhero powers. I really do think if he wasn't the kind of addictive gambler he was, there's no Casablanca, there's no Donna, there's no Kiss. I also think as a storyteller, he was a real human. I thought that was more relatable than if he wasn't. In terms of what I couldn't include just because it has to be 2 hours.
Yeah.
The stories go on and on. I could have done 20 hours. I didn't even really get to the village people. Like, that goes on and on, or all the acts after that, or Joan Jett. So trying to find the essence of the story becomes the compass. And for me, the essence was this remarkable dreamer who found these other remarkable dreamers, kind of like the island of misfit toys. Yeah. And but
like
for this moment, this fairy tale happened. I mean, that was amazing.
What was it like casting someone to play your dad? Was that hard at all?
It was hard, but it was hard because my father had this remarkable spirit. He was a showman. He had this remarkable drive. He had a lot of different qualities that were required, and ultimately finding Jeremy Jordan, who is this just breathtaking showman who can get on stage and wrap you up in stories for hours, was the greatest thing I could ever find, but a hard person to find.
Yeah. What was it like when you first, was it like instant as soon as he said something that you knew was going to be him?
It was. It was absolutely instant. I actually was looking on YouTube and saw these videos of him on YouTube, was obsessed instantly, jumped on a red eye the next night and forced him to meet me, and I said, "You're it." He's like, "I don't even know what it means. What are you talking about? Who are you?" But yeah, it was instant for me with him.
I love it. Now, I'm asking everyone this question. It might be a little bit harder for you, but what is your favorite Casablanca artist?
That is hard, and not because it's a cop-out. What was so amazing about Casablanca is you had a label that had Kiss and Parliament, that had Donna Summer and the Village People. That's what made the label so remarkable, but those artists were all family. So it's like choosing which is my favorite brother or sister. For me, it's different. They all, I think, have stood the test of time.
Yeah, I agree. And then for vinyl collectors, what is the one record you think they need to have in their collection, if you could pick one that you suggest? Which is also, I'm sure, super difficult.
That's super hard. You can get the soundtrack to this coming out in a couple weeks on vinyl. There you go.
That's a good answer. I like it, and I'll be adding that to my collection for sure. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I also know him from Lyle Lyle Crocodile. Yes.
Yes.
So you dig music film. films. Apparently.
Yeah.
So what was it about this movie that made you like, yeah, I want to be a part of this?
You know, I guess it was just when I read the script, I was like, dude, this is awesome. It's such a good story, and the music and all the disco and all the grungy feel of the music industry. I love it all. It's so great. So it was really awesome to just be able to fully immerse myself into this role, do my best, give my best performance. It was a great experience, and I can't wait to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it? I saw it this morning.
You saw it this morning?
I did see it this morning.
You're ahead of me.
Very good. It's very good. I can't wait for you to see it.
Yeah.
What are you most excited to see in it then, besides yourself?
I guess besides myself. I don't know. I guess there's so many amazing people in this movie, and I can't wait to watch all of their performances. I'm sure they're amazing in this, and I can't wait to really hear the music.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome. I
It's
can't
fun.
wait.
You get to dance in your seat.
Yeah.
Did you take any inspiration? Like, did you look at what Jeremy was doing with the role?
Of course. Yeah. So I looked at what he was doing, and looked at his mannerisms, his characteristics, everything he was trying to bring to the part, and then look at that, and then try and make it my own, and then look at my character and bring that to my character, and just do my best, of course.
Well, you were great.
Thank you.
I can confirm you were very good. Congratulations on
Thank
the
you
film.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Somebody that the masses don't know a lot about.
No.
So when you're reading the script and you're talking to the family, what was the most surprising thing that you learned about him?
I just everything. I mean, honestly, he was one of those people that you don't think is possible, that literally nothing will stop him. I mean, not millions of dollars of debt, not having hits put out of him by the mob, nothing. And not everybody else not believing in him. And it's really inspiring to kind of embody somebody like that. And it's kind of scary, but that was kind of the thing that I really loved and was inspired the most by him. Yeah. Thank you.
This is such an incredible role. I saw it last night.
Oh, cool.
We felt like you were the leader of this film, off and on camera. We just felt that.
Oh.
We wanted to ask you, what did you learn about yourself through this process?
Oh, wow. Well, we shot this film over the course of about 2 years, on and off, and COVID was in the middle. And I think when we came back the second time, I really felt a different energy, and luckily we filmed a lot of the emotional scenes during that time, and I don't know, I think there's a lot of loss and a lot of negativity and a lot of despair and pessimism in the world, and Neil is like the opposite of that. And so I really tried to take that from him, and I don't usually keep characters with me, but I would always try to keep that part of him with me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much. So what is challenging about literally playing the father of the people making the movie?
I thought it was going to be really challenging, but it was so easy. I can't even tell you. Like, it was, I never for 1 second felt pressured to do an imitation or do this exact vision of what his father was. He always knew that that's never going to happen, and so he cast me because he thought, Tim, our amazing director, cast me because he thought that I had the essence of this character, and so he really allowed me to just channel that essence and then take my own path towards finding him and creating him, and it was very collaborative in that manner. And I don't imagine that that's usually the case when you're surrounded with family members of the guy you're playing. Luckily, not luckily, I wish he was here, but he wasn't here to sort of judge me, and it was really fun though.
Awesome. Well, I saw it this morning and you were incredible.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to all my monetary supporters, my members, and my Patreons. Love you guys.